Perfect.
Awesome.
Let me ask you a
Have you ever
question.
been?
Have you been getting is Gina like? Do they contact you before when you go to reach out to somebody and you have advance notice? Do they kind of like, hey, how's it going beforehand?
It's like a little radar that goes off. So the way I work is I do meditation, and that's how I connect ahead of time. And I also, with meditation, it's like a kind of like the radar that you were describing. They
Yeah.
come in and they introduce themselves. Not always do we get names, but we get the figures and the type of beings that they are. You connect to other dimensional beings. It's not really earthly beings that are here. There are different types of people.
Yep.
So, like, the easiest way to put it, you'll notice me looking to the right. This is where my spirit team comes in, and this is where your spirit team also.
Great.
I will open up with a prayer. It's just a form of connection, and then I'll go ahead and translate messages to you. I do have Eric from Channeling Eric here.
Yep.
I know that you've got questions for the people that are here,
Okay.
so we'll go ahead and begin.
All right.
Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, I call upon you for protection over Eric and I. I ask that you allow so much love and light to come in. I now invite guides, angels, and loved ones to come forward with any messages they may have at this time. Thanks for being here, and I love you all unconditionally. Amen. Okay, so there is a female that's coming forward. I'm not sure what type of being she is. There's been a relationship between you and her. She's talking about there still being a connection. Do you know who she is? What type of relationship have you with another dimensional being? I would have to say she comes from, you know about the Orion consultation?
The what kind of consultation?
Orion?
Orion.
No.
Nope. I don't know. Never heard of that.
So it's a consultation in the stars. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. It's on the tip of the tongue. I'm pronouncing it differently.
I think you mean
And this is
the
where
Orion constellation.
the what?
The Orion constellation,
Okay.
because that's where she's from.
Yes. I'm pronouncing it wrong. What is her name? There's a cord that you still have connecting to her.
What is her name? Are you asking me?
Yes.
Gina. That's the name I gave her.
Gina.
If you get a different name, that would be great. But when I met her in person, she told me what her name was, and that's the name I gave her because it's in the middle of her big name, and that's what I picked out.
It's almost hard to translate. It's not something that you can pronounce in English. It has tones to it. It's not the name that we have here. It's a very long name. Gina, she's happy with. I can't even pronounce the name that she's giving. It's a like extraterrestrial type of name, very out there.
I couldn't pronounce it either.
So, yeah, no, you're not going to be able to. Neither am I. She likes Gina. She says that she loves you much, and the connection that you two have is a bond that's unbreakable. She has stepped back from the relationship so that way you can have more of a, you can be more focused in life, because while she was around, it's hard for you to really focus.
Yeah, I noticed that in the last
Did
month
you?
or two, she backed off some.
Did. Is this hard for you to deal with? She's doing it so that you can focus on a current relationship that's human.
Yeah, I noticed. I kind of sense when she's talking to me. I think that's why she did it. They all did it. I couldn't. I thought there was something else going on, but maybe there's a couple different things, because I also talked to Veronica, who's one of my spiritual advisors, and Eric also, with a K.
So, Gina,
We got a poor connection, so I'm only getting every other word you say.
Let me see. What if this were a word? We might have to turn off the video and just do it by talking. A lot of times the phones will cut out. I'm gonna pull it closer. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, better.
Okay. So Gina, she's a being. She's not dead. She's another being just like you, having another dimension. The way you communicate with her is going to be more telepathic, or you're having a knowing of communicating with her. It's not going to be hearing with your outside ear like you and I talking. It's going to be a knowing in the way that you feel her. Do you know the difference between spirit sensations and extraterrestrial sensation?
I don't get a different in sensation, but I've talked to her probably 10 times telepathically. But she picks the time.
Yeah, that's it. They do. They tend to pick the time for the reason because they can really be distracted for us. When we're here in this 3D world and we're trying to focus on human life, what we came here to do, then we interact with the other beings. That really makes you ungrounded and puts you in the clouds. So they're doing it for your best interest. And
Yep.
that's why she's talking about she energy back so that way you can focus on a current relationship right now that's human. She's not leaving, and this relationship is still very much alive. She's very much giving you space and permission, she says.
Yeah, she backed off right about the time where my friend Sarah, who's also, I guess we're all Orion connected, like spiritually walk-ins, and she sent Sarah to us. And I remember her saying, joking at the cabin, how come there's so many female spirits in your life? Gina, and there's a bunch of others. And I said, well, I guess I just attract them. I don't know. But so right about that time, I think that's when she kind of withdrew a little bit. She said it half jokingly, but she's mad. Sarah's my friend. Bonnie's my girlfriend.
She's funny because she says that there is no jealousy where I come from. She says, I only wish for you to have pure love and happiness, and I do not wish to be a distraction. She is talking about you, a part of a hybrid program. You're donating sperm. You're part of a hybrid program.
Yep, I found that out too.
Do you remember? It's going to be like a form of a dream state. I know it sounds really crazy to kind of grasp around it, but when you wake up from a dream, you feel like it's a dream. You have clear memory of it, but you're waking back up in your bed. This is going to be where you're actually going and having visitations, where you're allowing them to take you in a matter, and you're donating some sort of things, whether this is a hybrid program or whether this is DNA to see how you're evolving as a human and how you can help them to evolve, or how they can help us as humanity to evolve our species. You're very much a big part of this. These are not the only beings that you communicate with. There's tall whites, and there's also gray beings. They're not the tall grays. They're very short. They don't have like bad intentions. Gina protects you with the other beings. She's making sure that there's only positive beings there. Now they only have good intentions. So you have that protection around that. You're going to be doing something that has to do with environmentalism.
Oh my God. You are so spot on. I know these things already. I know everything you're saying. I found it out already. Keep going. This is amazing.
You're looking in, and it's the environmentalism of how our planet works, really fixing Mother Earth. You have a way of communicating with the planet. I know our Mother Earth has her own soul. We communicate to her. We send her love and light. But actually doing it, communicating with other beings and helping the planet. Very much environmentalism work. With Gina, there's going to be children with her. She's talking about children coming in from you and her. The way sexual parts on her. She's showing me her body, and it's almost like, okay, so you know what we go diving in, the wetsuits?
Yep.
So it looks like she's got a wetsuit on, but it's not wet. It's very slick. You can almost see the texture, and it was something very smooth, and that's what protects her body. It reminds me of a wetsuit, and I don't see any body parts to her. It's not like she resembles a human. She has the structure of a human being. Her face clearly is different. She's got much wider eyes. The hands that I'm looking at, we've got 5 fingers, correct? It looks the same as ours, but there's only 4 of them that I can see. So they're much further spread out. She wants you to feel her energy. Would you be interested in learning how to feel her energy?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is walk you through a simple meditation. This meditation just sends you back onto there. It's going to take about a minute to do it. I'm going to have you follow my counts of breathing. So when I tell you to breathe in, I'm going to have you breathe in for the count of 7 seconds, and I'll guide you through it. Hold the breath. You're going to hold your breath for the count of 5 seconds. I'll count for the count of 5, and I'll tell you to breathe out. You're going to breathe out for the count of 7 seconds, and we're going to repeat. So just do my guidance, and we'll go from there. You're going to feel when the meditation is over about a minute later, when you breathe normally, you're going to feel like a sense of calmness or a sense of reset. What this meditation does is it resets your vagus nerve.
Good, I need that.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Eric, go deep. Second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now breathe in. 1, 2, 4. You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now breathe normally.
Okay.
How does your body feel?
Pretty relaxed.
It resets your vagus nerve almost instantaneously. So you can do that anytime. It's a very quick meditation, resets your vagus nerves, and it centers you. A lot of times, even though she can communicate telepathically, if you're not centered, it's going to be hard for her to get that communication to you. And we're human, we have busy lives, so we tend to really get uncentered every day. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called a connection. With this connection, you're going to have your eyes closed and you're just going to repeat after me simple affirmations. Let's go ahead and close your eyes.
Okay.
Angels and guides
Angels and guides
and all of positive light,
and all of positive light,
I am now connecting to you,
I am now connecting to you,
and so it is.
and so it is.
Now take a breath are different.
I
He
know.
wants to be known as a person like you and I. So I'm really trying to watch my wording. She's very
She's very
what's the
what?
right word I
You
could
got
use for
you
her?
got blinked out. She's very what?
I'm trying to pinpoint a word that I could use for her. She wants to be known as a being that's like you and I. She has attitude, but it's not that attitude. It's like she can get straight to the point have made. Very prissy. There we go.
Off-world human, I call her. But when I'm talking to somebody who doesn't know what it's all about, I use extraterrestrials. She knows I know she's a human.
Yes,
Human soul group.
absolutely. She will. Same soul group, absolutely. She said that it's like, well, you've had a life with her before as another being. Let's go ahead and she's a. So go ahead and close your eyes.
Okay.
Now I want you to say Gina.
Gina,
Get you into my energy field.
come into my energy field.
I can feel you.
I can feel you.
Okay, I want you to keep your eyes closed. Now I want you to see, are you sensing her to the right, to the left, to the front, or the back of you?
I think I'm sensing her to my right.
Okay. Keep in that state of mind. Now what I want you to do is I want you to push your hand out in front of you as if you're going to give somebody a high five. Okay, keep it right there. Now she is going to push into your hand. Give her about 2 minutes, at least 1 minute. Keep your hand just like that, and you're going to feel it's going to be some form of pressure that you're going to feel.
Okay.
Do you feel like fuzzy air? I can explain it as fuzzy air or a denser energy around your hand.
Well, it's probably going to be kind of difficult for me because I worked hard all my whole life, so my hands are pretty coarse.
You'll still be able to feel it. So even though we've got to get you out of this mindset that you're in, even though you've got very logic mind, she can still give you this tangible touch. So go ahead and close your eyes again.
Okay.
Eric said stop focusing on something else. So while your eyes are closed, Eric says, "What's up, dude?" Go ahead, your eyes.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to you while your hand's still out there. It's just a distraction for you, so that way you're distracted. You're an active meditator, and what you're doing is a sense of meditation. You're allowing her to come into your inner wasn't in a dimension, so are you. But it's an active form of meditation, what we're doing right now. Go ahead and keep your eyes closed as I talk to you. Just allow your hand to be out there, and you'll notice some sensations coming in. So, how long have you been working with different types of beings?
Since 1993 or 4, when they took me from my deer stand in a big black triangular craft, from that point forward, my whole life changed because I was a complete skeptic. But I knew something kind of weird was going on. Gina used to come into my classroom when I was like in third or fourth grade and take me out of my class. Ask her that if that's true.
Keep your hand up.
She's smiling and she says this is, you were never afraid of the beings that were coming to get you. You thought it was a little odd, but you never had like fear put into you. It was almost like a trust that you trusted in them. You know, the full aircraft, these are beings that are very protective of you. There's a contract that you've come down with prior to becoming the person you are today. You contracted to be a part of evolving humanity and evolving other things. Meant by coincidence that it's happening. It's, you can say it's contracted, it's a part of your mission, something that you've come down to do. Any furlough. So she's saying that she's coming in towards your hand. Are you sensing anything else on that hand?
It's probably hard for you to imagine, but my hand probably feels like a football. It's pretty. I mean, I've been working full time since I was 10 years old, so it's for me to feel something on my hand. It's pretty hard.
You're a work in progress. I'm going to get you there, Eric.
Oh, I gotta practice with this later. I know the technique you're using. I use it similar one in remote viewing.
Ask her to touch the back of your hand.
So,
Ask her to touch the back of my hand.
that's actually where she's heading, is the back of your hand instead of the front. You'll be able to sense it though as your hand is out. Is that your dominant hand? Do you
Yes.
right with that hand?
Yep.
Try your other hand.
Okay.
Okay, instead of putting it out, I want
Instead of what
you,
you,
and I want you to close.
I lost what you said about 8 words.
About what?
8 words got blinked out.
Oh, okay. We're gonna put your left hand, your
Okay.
non-dominant hand, on the table.
Okay.
Close your eyes,
Okay.
and you're gonna just allow your hand to be sitting on the table freely. She's gonna give you some form of sensation. You can either feel the front part of your hand or your actual. Try not to focus on your hand. Keep your eyes closed.
Okay. Yeah, I feel it now.
What does it feel like to you?
Tapping. Like that.
Tapping. Yeah. Okay. So now, since you've got her energy there, there's a difference between her energy and between spirit energy. So we're gonna move on to Eric next, and then we'll bring Gina back over. So we're gonna do the same thing. I want you to have your eyes closed and repeat after me.
Okay.
Eric,
Eric,
I invite you into my energy field.
I invite you into my energy field.
Please allow me to feel you.
Please allow me to feel you.
Keep your eyes closed. Now, Eric is going to be a much different type of energy. You're going to feel him to the front, to the back, to the right, or to the left of you. Give him about a minute to fully come in.
I feel like he's been here all along.
So he has, but he's been at a distance.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you feel in your bubble, in your energy field?
He was 10 feet away.
To which side?
He's over there, moving around. I think he's kind of I'm pretty familiar with Eric, so I feel his energy. We've worked with him before too.
Absolutely. He's got such distinct energy.
Yeah.
You feel how his is more, I guess you could say, lighter compared to Gina's. Gina has more of a dense energy because she's alive. She's in another experience just like you were. She's having a life just like you. Eric is a soul. Gina's not a soul. So there's a big difference. Eric feels much lighter compared to that more dense of Gina. So you can tell when it's Gina because you're going to feel more of that dense energy. If you can, not only Gina, but to your other extraterrestrial beings that you connect to, do the meditation, invite them to come in. You can sense through their energy who they are and connect with them. Try and have that telepathic. Because for you to hear this direct talking with your ears, that's not the way it's going to work. It doesn't work like that for any type of being that you're trying to connect to. It's going to be in your mind, and a lot of times it's going to feel like self-talk, you talking to yourself, or that mind that just comes in and you have a knowing of information. You don't know how it came there, but it's there.
I'm very familiar with that, and my higher mind's also coming through now big time in the last 6 months. It's incredible. It's like my higher self is working one-on-one with me.
That's exactly what Eric says. It's not the higher mind, it's the higher self.
Yep.
And if you can learn the difference between yourself and your higher self, then you'll be able to become one. So essentially you already are one, but when you finally get to the understanding, which is where you're at, of knowing that's not me, that's coming in from my higher self, you're acknowledging it and you're accepting it, you're allowing yourself to evolve. You're a very smart person. You're familiar with the different dimensions that we have.
Yep.
We've got the fourth dimension and the fifth dimension. You no longer reside in this third dimension, although you're very...
Sixth dimension, Gina said.
Yes.
Which is the last one. You're right up against the seventh dimension, which is actually where the Sasquatch people reside. That's why I have so many experiences across the board, because my veil is really thin. And whoever I take with me, like out in the woods, they're in my bubble, so they have experiences too. I think she explained all that to me in my mind too.
They're in your bubble.
Yeah.
Invade his bubble, get along for the ride.
Ask her what density I am. Am I third or fourth density?
He says you're fourth density, and right now, because you are evolving, he says it's still important for you to remain grounded to the density that you live in. When he refers to grounding, so when you feel forgetful, that's like one example. You were supposed to do something but completely spaced your mind. This is because your soul is evolving to that fourth dimension, the density. However, your body's not there.
Yeah.
There's a difference, from where your body stays and when you evolve spiritually, soul-wise. You want to match them so that way you're vibrating at the same level. Grounding, if you can ground yourself, your body's going to move right with your soul, regardless if it wants to or if it doesn't. The other thing is, I like to talk to people about what you're putting into your body, because you can stay in the third dimension physically, and the things that keep you there, it's going to be the food.
I know. I got no willpower when it comes to food. It's disgusting.
Right. Yeah, you're going to need more of like natural foods.
I crave carbohydrates, something terrible. It's freaking crazy. I want to go on a keto diet, and it's just like, ain't happening. I got to have my potatoes and my meat and a freaking ice cream and...
Her race does not eat meat. She finds it very interesting that we choose to eat meat.
I do too. I don't know why I eat meat. I don't want to eat meat anymore, but Bonnie cooks it. It's at the restaurants. I crave it. I can't go 2 days without it because I don't feel satisfied. I'm stuck in this earth body. I hate it.
You're trapped.
Eating meat grosses me out, but I gotta have my bacon.
She's laughing. She says that I will still be able to connect to you with your unhealthy eating habits. She doesn't necessarily think it's really healthy. It's a part of our culture.
I know.
It's something that I understand. She doesn't choose to eat meat or kill living things. She's very
See, I was raised a hunter, and hunting season's opening up, and I have these internal struggles with me all the time that I just don't want to go hunting anymore. But I've been so programmed into my 3D body from being raised with that since I was 4 years old. It's just like I feel like I'm not complete doing it. It's a struggle here. She knows it. She understands. I think she understands.
Try and change those things, but it's not necessarily that you have to change them. What you're going to realize is, as you grow and as you evolve, things that you once enjoyed, you're not going to enjoy them, and you're just going to find new things to replace them. You're going to be doing energy work. Do you do any form of energy work right now? And it's like along the lines of self-healing or healing others.
Yes. I just got into that like 4 months ago. I've healed 10 people with my stones, watching you do it, learning with the amethyst and adding my quartz to it. Oh my God. It's unbelievable. I fixed myself the other day. I was like, I wonder if I can fix myself. I got a torn muscle or hernia or something coming through my hip. I fell asleep with my amethyst, which Veronica, my spirit guide, said, watch out, it's very powerful. It's a very busy energy. And I woke up healed. I'm like, I healed my buddy's forever. He's been having this, acid reflux syndrome. I healed him at the cabin in 5 minutes. A baby. Unfortunately, I think I prolonged the baby's dying. Was supposed to happen, but that could have happened because I approached the Council of Nine and asked them if I could make a deal. The baby could stay around because there's down in South America, there's hundreds of people really focused on it. They see it differently. And so, I don't know, I probably shouldn't have got involved. But yeah, I'm healing. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that it works immediately.
It does work. And the thing is, any person will respond to crystals. You don't have to be empathic. You don't have to be to respond to the crystal energy. Even if the individual doesn't feel it, they are still receiving healing from it.
Yep.
It's not only the amethyst and the quartz that you're going to be using. He shows you combining, he is Eric, by the way. We're switching a little bit. He's coming forward. You're going to be combining different modalities, such as you reading out of a book about whether this is Reiki or Chi. There's going to be a course that you're going to take, an energy course of what he's talking about. You're creating your own modalities, taking what resonates with you and creating something that's unique to just you. And then you're teaching others. He showed you actually connecting to YouTube, creating videos, and this is where you're going to actually help and do environmentalism. It's really coming from YouTube. Have you considered creating videos, or what is it?
I have a YouTube channel with 120 videos, but it's all about paranormal and Sasquatch and basically about cryptoids and stuff in the woods. But then I realized in about missing 411 phenomenon, and over a couple hundred sessions of talking to Veronica, which is very much like Eric, energy's the same, the answers are the same, like the raw material, all the same. And come to find out, I made contact with the spirit board with 12 missing people from the missing 411 that are high profile, that everybody's walking around worried, has developed a huge negative energy system. Those people just died in the woods of natural things like eating poison berries and all that. So I've no longer do I have a fear of the woods. For the last 8 years, I've been fearing that. Veronica kept telling my spirit guides, nothing to worry about. You worry about the physical things. You're in the physical. You're protected already, so just don't worry about that. There's no dimensions you're going to walk into and vanish. It's only like 3% of that happens. And I'm thinking there's dog man out there and angry Bigfoots. And now I come to realize in the last 6 months, I haven't uploaded any YouTube videos to my YouTube channel because I'm like, oh my God, I'm taking a completely different direction. People have to ground with nature. Take your damn shoes off and walk out in nature. Because that's what you have to do. You're getting disconnected from nature and you're getting sick. So this year, yeah, I'm going to in the woods. I'm not by myself. I don't care. There's nothing out there that's going to harm you.
There is nothing that can harm you, and that's what you really got to remember, is that you are safe, and that's you becoming ungrounded when you have that sense of worry and fear of the unknown. That's actually you becoming ungrounded. So when he talks about your soul is evolving, you're stuck almost, the body is stuck in the third dimension. You're evolving to that fourth you got to ground your body so that way the body just transfers with you and the fear goes away.
Yeah.
The fear, forgetfulness, all of that is just going to be completely gone. He's making a joke about the Bigfoot. You're not funny though. He says, you know, the whole Bigfoot being in another dimension, this is very much real. However, Bigfoot doesn't have bad intentions towards humans. It's really the humans that have
Yeah.
the bad intention there. But
They-
he says that
Mhm.
in terms of going into other dimensions, it's not like that. You can't just walk into another dimension and become lost. This is very rare that it happens. You have more of a high chance of getting stuck in astral travel
Yeah.
than getting stuck in a different dimension as you're awake. By the way, you do quite a bit of astral travel and you're unaware of it.
Oh, I'm aware of it. Oh, yeah. Every night I prolong going to bed until 3 in the morning because I know when I go, I'm going busy. And it's like, and the people, who's training me about space physics and thermodynamics and all this? Ask her that. Who's
Gina said that she's a part of this process, and so is Veronica. There's another being. It's a male.
Yes. He blank slates me every time I wake up. He gives me a mental command. You'll forget everything that you saw here. I've caught him 3 or 4 times doing that. And Gina said, I was talking to her on this talking board, and she says, yes, that's it's a short black beard, real good looking guy. And I caught him 3 or 4 times blank slating me before I wake up, right when I get into my restless phase and I'm coming out. But I've caught him a few times, and you wouldn't believe the things I've seen and heard.
It's a device that he uses on you, and he allows you to take a little bit of what he's shown you, but not everything.
Right, exactly.
It's because it will overwhelm you.
Yes, that's what they told me. Exactly what they told me.
Yes. Hang on really quick. My phone just now lost power, and I gotta plug it in.
Go ahead.
It was full charge prior to calling you. Hold on.
She's amazing, isn't she?
Yes,
Spot on, exact with everything.
I've heard every word.
I told you, I was being. Eric, you don't know about the 5th law of thermodynamics, so I'm like, why am I being told all these things? He is blank slating me. He's using a device.
Because you don't need to know that stuff.
No, it's in your subconscious.
Sorry, the charger.
That's okay.
Right, thought it was. Hold on really quick again. So sorry.
That's all right. Take your time. That just reaffirms everything I've been getting. It's exactly right on things I forgot about that I forgot to bring up. It's
You're
exact.
recording this?
Yeah.
Good, because I think that some of the things she's saying you need to rehear.
Oh, I've been hearing this telepathically from. I knew that's what I was getting, but I just wasn't positive. I mean, I hear it from Veronica. You know, Eric comes through with Alyssa, and you just never sure. Now I'm positive because there's no way she would have known.
Okay. I've got it.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah, we found out. I think it was Eric that said it, or maybe Veronica. You know, we were using a spirit board and channeling at the same time. That's what we do, and they actually gave us the. There's a name for. I'm working for some kind of global climate change initiative, and I actually have the abbreviation for it. it's a program that's supposedly a secret space program.
It is. It is. And it's very real. He says this is the part of evolving that you're working with others, evolving humanity. Do you notice how there's weather changes happening right now?
Yes, absolutely. I've known about it since the mid '90s, and I confirmed it with Veronica, my guide. She gave me a whole session on what we can expect, and it's not good.
It's not good.
It's getting worse every day.
It is. Essentially, this is the process of the Big Bang all over again with Earth. And they're actually, the extraterrestrials are trying to help us. We're causing the global warming. It's the pollution. That's why you're connecting to environmentalism and helping the Earth. Your videos are going to have some form of awareness. They're channel videos that you're going to be working with.
Yep.
And you're not channeling spirits, you're going to be channeling whether it's Gina or your other dimensional beings that you're connecting to. They're going to be giving you messages as to what we can do to help the Earth and to almost prolong the global warming because it's happening at a much faster pace than what they're comfortable with.
Right.
Extraterrestrials, they intervene to a certain extent when it comes to helping the Earth and helping humanity, but there's only so much that they can intervene in.
I wish they would intervene more. Hey, let me ask you a question. Is there going to be some large finances coming in to do a global change where everybody is going to be, if they want to, be part of a global cleanup? Is there going to be money earmarked for that in the trillions, where if that's what you want to do, you can go out and do like work on cleaning up Gaia?
Yes, there's going to be he's talking about almost like a fundraiser, not necessarily a fundraiser, but there's going to be funds coming in from the government that's going to help with this process. You're part of the process of getting, what's the right word to put to it? He says this is the part that your channel on YouTube is going to help, bringing people together and creating funds for different states, different countries to pick up the Earth.
I can do that.
It's coming in from your YouTube. Your beings that you work with, they really have intentions about helping the Earth and the whole global warming. It's happening much faster than what they're comfortable with or from where we're supposed to be. What we're experiencing right now, this should be going on, 10,000 years from now, not right now. That's how early it is. They have concern for our animals, not necessarily the humans, but the animals are at risk right now. The water, this is going to be like the oceans of what I'm looking into.
Yep.
Big problems. Not only from oils, but pollution, our vehicles. Something that's going to be happening is, you know how our vehicles run off of gas right now?
Yep.
They're going to be eliminating these types of vehicles to really help with Earth. It's a campaign, thank you. There's going to be a campaign that's going to go on. He's talking about a president that's really going to change things for the way that we see the Earth.
Trey Gowdy?
Yes.
I already know he's going to be the next president. I don't want to say anything more about that because I think I was thinking about it in my head and making a couple comments on the internet. I was told to shut up in my head because I figured it out.
Well, they watch you.
Oh, I know. I can tell you right now. I've known this for 25 years. That there's a faction of the government that is not out to get me, but they would like to get me. And Gina.
It's because you know information, and it's not something that you're making people more aware. People okay when they don't want us to be. They want us to have fear. The reason for that is because government wants to control
Yes, I've been doing it since the mid 90s. Not a lot. I've only done it like 25 times, but I have some very strong experiences that nobody else ever has remote viewing. Like one time I remote viewed the moon. I got coordinates for a secret extraterrestrial base, alien base, and the entity followed me home and tortured me for hours like an ethereal being. I don't know what happened, but that scared me away from it for a decade.
And that's, you have to be careful when you're doing remote viewing, especially if you're unaware of what is living on that planet where you're going, because I would say there's maybe a handful of beings that are negative, and the rest of them they're pretty positive. They have good intentions towards us. But you're doing remote viewing with the other beings, and that's how they're connecting to you. It's a form of remote viewing.
There's one on the moon. It's not a very pleasant one, I can tell you that. I know what his monitor looks like, his seat he sits in, and he got mad because I think other people have been remote viewing him, and I really PO'd him when I got there, when he detected I was behind him. This happened like 15 years ago.
He says that the beings that you're encountering are still there. The moon is very big. He says that they're sharing the moon with two other races. Our government here is aware of the races that are on the moon. Do you know how we can only see part of the moon from Earth?
Yes.
The dark side, well, it's essentially not dark, but we can't see it. This is going to be where they're setting up camp, so to speak. And there's sections. You know how we've got different countries on Earth? Well, imagine that over on the moon. There's different sections and almost like different presidents. The best way that you can understand it in human terms,
Yeah.
they have different levels of beings over there.
John F. Kennedy came through a session. I talked to him for 88 minutes. My recorder died after 12 minutes, but he told me, I said, prove to me you're JFK, just on the end, even though you know you are. He gave me these 12-digit code numbers. I typed them in and went right to an address where there's pictures of the bases on the moon of extraterrestrials, or ours. I don't know whose they are, but they're shaped, they're not ones everybody else has seen because they're in the Clementine photos. They put up 2.5 million photos, and they're in the middle, hoping you'll never see it because people are too lazy to look. And I got the direct address to it. You can't Google search it. You have to go right into it. I got 5 or 6 pictures of it.
That is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
That is absolutely incredible.
4 o'clock in the morning
A
it
lot of
happened.
the stuff that put on there has been taken off. People are catching on.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they thought. People would be too lazy to look, and sure enough, people are finding the evidence. They're finding the proof.
I made copies and hid them, but the people that I've showed them to that are moon and lunar enthusiasts, they think it's too good to be true. They're like, no way did you get that? I'm like, I'll give you the address to go look. I go, where'd you get that from? JFK Spirit came to me. Talked to him for 88 minutes. I don't want no part of this thing. I just wanted to do my own research. 4 people. So I hid it. If anybody comes looking for it, it's hidden in a different location. Nobody cares anyways. Nobody cares.
You are hilarious. Your spirit board, an e-board, or is it an actual spirit board that you're using?
I had an e-board, and and Eric knows about it. I sent it to Alyssa because she could appreciate it more. I got a whole bunch of them. She's starting out. You talked to Alyssa before, Alessa, 24-year-old girl, New Jersey. She's the one that gave me your number. I sent her my e-board, and the neighbor came over and stole the packages. And Veronica and Eric and all that, I think, are making that woman's life miserable, but she's not bringing it back. She took it off the porch. I gave her an e-board and some stones and some tarot cards and all the stuff to get her started.
Yeah, she's gonna need, so even though she has her, she's still gonna need another person to do it with her, because while you're working on a spirit board, which a lot of people will do it alone, but you really shouldn't be on them alone. The reason for
No.
that is because
You need to be grounded, yeah. I don't use it alone. Yeah, I use it with a female energy. In fact, Alyssa is in the secret secret space program with me. My vibration brought in like 12 other people. I asked Gina, I said, send me some other people you're in contact with. One by one, they started coming in, and we hooked up, and we have the same bleed through memories of Mars and all those other things and extraterrestrials. And we hit it off right away. And supposedly her and I have an ethereal child, or at least one called, her name's Lem, right?
Yes.
Can you give me some information about that? She wants to know about it. Lem comes and visits her right after we started talking about it. Little 9-year-old girl.
She's very tiny. She looks like about 6 years human age. Their body type is not like ours. She's very petite looking. She is correct on the age of 9 years. That's the hybrid program. You know how Eric was explaining that you're a part of hybrid?
Yeah.
But it's multiple species. This being will continue to have a relationship with you. It's not going to be that father relationship. It's going to be more of like a mentor. She explains that she learns about your culture, how you live, and she took part in watching you back to the planet, trying to be more like humans instead of being together, family oriented. The way that they live, it's like community. So, as we have individual house, each person, right, each family, they do not have individual homes. They live as a community. They have, it looks like big lake of what they shed. They're trying to have more culture, more one-on-one family diversion. They're learning from you. That's what they're trying to take back. You're more of a mentor, someone that has life. A father for them. It's much different.
She's got a squeaky voice. Lem, 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 Lem. I've heard her come in my dreams before in my mind, and I think she's been following me around my property too. Little tiny girl, all of us have heard her laugh and stuff. She's got very, very high laugh, if that's her.
That is her. It's almost like a calling that you're going to hear. When I say like a calling, you'll hear like a child's voice, but it'll sound kind of, like very different. It's not going to be that distinct child. Her voice, it almost has like a screech to it, an animal screech, but you can hear the language.
Right.
She communicates. It's almost all around in your head versus the outer or in one part of your mind. It's very much all around.
I had such a mind-blowing experience with her out in the swamp up where my cabin is. My son Jeff, we both did, and 8-foot-tall Indian tribes. They were telling me, because I shot a deer with an arrow, and it was at 10 o'clock at night. She's like, "Your deer's running in circles, ha 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 ha! Your deer's running in circles." And we're trying to find a deer, and he's running in a figure 8, and she's laughing. I thought I was having an aneurysm or something. I was like, "Jeff, you got to take me to the hospital right away." This was like back in 2005 or something, and I thought something was really bad was going on, and so I thought, and then the big tall Indian, 8 foot tall, he manifested and said, "Ignore her and she'll go away." I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Did the same thing to Jeff too, 300 yards away.
It's so hard to ignore when you're in that state. It's like, how do I get past where I'm at? How do I get past where I'm seeing? Because you have that sense of belief and disbelief, and when you're really there and sensing everything, you're like, how can I ignore this? This doesn't just go away on its own. So you're learning how to encounter these beings. Meanwhile, you're learning how to trust yourself and trust the others. That spirit board, you're going to be...
Keep talking. Yep.
Your next job, I want you to get another individual and record a session of you on the spirit board and just ask for messages for humanity, everybody as a collective, and put that out there so that way people can see it's not you giving the messages from yourself and your filter.
That's what I do. I get, we do, like you do. I only get really strong medium connections when we're doing a spirit board, a Ouija session.
Yeah.
Then Gina comes through really good for me, and everybody else too. My friends all know Gina because she comes through so strong. She's made believers out of a lot of people.
Absolutely. That is her dance energy, and because she is very persistent, she's going to come in just she'll get her point across, and she has good intentions. She's very positive. Gina is your spouse, essentially. So she's not going to connect to another human or another male the way that she's connected with you. You guys have a tether. You guys have a bond. And there was a cord that she was talking about that you've got connected to her. You do want to allow that cord to not necessarily be cut, but allow there to be space so that way you can have your human relationship. That's what she's wanting you to focus on. So
Right.
you have the I'm so sorry. I got to end our session. My next caller is going to be calling in now. Eric, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Absolute pleasure. I'm
I
so
will-
excited to see these videos, your YouTube channel, and the awareness that you're going to put out there to people. And it's not only awareness that extraterrestrials do exist, it's, hey, you can have a relationship, an encounter. It doesn't have to be that physical relationship. You can have that friendship with another being and see the good in them, and they help you. She's evolved you is what she's done. She's made you more spiritual. She's looked at you. She says that you're feminine, by the way. Although you're masculine, you're very masculine, but your soul is feminine.
Mhm.
There's absolutely nothing masculine about inside. You've got the female part, and there's another person that has the masculine side, and she's referring to feminine and masculine, the twin flame.
Yeah.
You're the feminine.
Amazing. You are amazing, Raylene. Amazing. Is it okay if I put this up? I'm going to put this video up on my YouTube channel because this is going to be the
Yes,
start.
sir.
Actually, my last 4 or 5 videos I uploaded are all about, hey, there's nothing but love on the other side. These tall Indians, you know, they're not trying to kill us with our axe. The axe was to scare us from the panther that's trying to get us out here. I mean, it's all like,
Yes.
I've been misreading it for 27 years. Now I know where to go. This is what I've been looking for, a direction. I know where to go now.
Direction. I'm happy you found the direction, and helping people to let go of fear is key. There's
Exactly.
nothing to fear. As long as you have trust in your belief system, if I am protected, then guess what, people? You will be protected. The law of attraction, what you put out there is what you receive. You've got protection.
You're amazing. You're gonna get a lot of business done. I don't have a whole lot of subscribers because I think I'm shadow banned because talking to Orion, extra off-world humans, I don't think there's a certain part of the government that likes that. So
You're right. You're absolutely right about that. But guess what? It's going to be okay, and you have to put this awareness out there. And remember, you've got protection.
exactly what I've been getting. You're amazing. Hey, I'm gonna let you go real quick so you can take a break.
All right, you have yourself a good day.
Thank you very much. I'll talk to you again for sure.